headlines. Efforts blood samples of 5 accused of baby Sana death case, biological parents of deceased collected for further investigation. And Imphal West police arrest man who tried to break open an ATM near Langjing Bazaar. Hello and a very good evening. Welcome to Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm KABITA TONGBRAM. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed Peace, Unity and Development rally in Assam's Difu and stated that efforts are on to remove APSPA completely from the northeast region. PM Modi in his address also highlighted that could be withdrawn from various parts of the region as the law and order situation has improved in the last 8 years. The Prime Minister also said the effect of the BJP's double-engine government is evident in the return of the permanent peace and speedy development in Assam. The government has entered into peace agreement in Assam's Karbi Anglong and Tripura, while efforts are on to ensure permanent peace and speedy development in the entire region, he said.
Nahak, pukning wakhali anaba laibra. Drug addiction amadi mental disorder treatment gidamak adom karigi wari. Manipurda ihan ba oina rehabilitation treatment center. Inkhalak liba naha singkita olba experienced lairaba doctors amadi clinical psychologists singna lying jari. Experts singna counseling piba 24/7 CCTV camera da monitor toduna kupna senaba. Morning yoga, healthy diets, weekly health checkup, intensive daily routine. Awaba kayadagi ngakthoknaba leijare Yaipokpa Rehabilitation and Child Care Center, Kwakathel Akham Laikai. Adongi mathau tarabadi makhada pijariba contact number asida pau phobiro.
Welcome back. Meanwhile, PM Narendra Modi laid the foundation stones for projects relating to healthcare and education, including a veterinary college in Difu, degree college in West Karbi Anglong, and agricultural college in Kolonga. After the Chief Judicial Magistrate Imphal West rejected the closer report on baby Sana death case submitted by the Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) and returned it for further investigation on November 16, 2021, blood samples of 5 accused persons, including founder of Standard Robert Higher Secondary School and baby Sana's biological father and mother, have been collected today. Samples were collected at Department of Forensic Medicine at Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS at Lamphel this morning to complete their DNA profiles for further investigation. The samples of accused persons, namely founder of Standard Robert Higher Secondary School, Fairoijam Ongbi Longjam Ningol Landhoni, her son P. Robinson, daughter P. Romita, warden of the school's hostel, and Zinti and Kamai Ilen, and this is father and Tomcho and mother Premika were collected. It may be mentioned that the final report on the case was submitted to Chief Judicial Magistrate Imphal West on March 3, 2021. The court on November 16, 2021 ruled that the report was not satisfactory and directed the investigative agency for re-investigation. Imphal West Police arrested one person who tried to break open an ATM near Langjing Market this morning around 2:30 a.m. According to police reports, the person has been identified as Chominram Koireng 19, son of Ngamkel Koireng of Longa Koireng. The CCTV company alerted the Imphal West control room after an alarm went off while he was trying to break open the ATM machine. Later, Patsoi police station arrested the person from the spot. No cash was recovered from his possession as he could not take out any money. A case has been registered against the person. In yet another case of alleged discrepancies in the nomination papers submitted to returning officers in connection with the recently held state assembly elections, BJP candidate and ex-MLA Nahakpam Indrajit, who lost the election, has filed a petition against MLA of Ketrigao AC Sheikh Nurul Hassan in the High Court of Manipur. The motion hearing of the petition will be held at Justice M.B. Muralidharan's Court Number 3 on April 28. The petitioner's counsels are L. Rajeshon, T.H. Loyangamba and Ajoy Pebam. The petitioner prayed for declaring the election of Nurul Hassan as null and void and declaring the petitioner as the winner of the 12th Manipur Assembly election. Students and guardians of Poiroi High School in Andhra Assembly constituency, which have been included in BJP-led government's School Fakat Hansi mission in 2021, have staged a sit-in on the school campus, demanding the government to look into the lacking infrastructures of the school, including teachers today. Speaking to media persons, a student of the school said the school has many students, however, there are only 16 teachers in the school when there should be 30 teachers, stating that the students are facing a lot of inconveniences due to lack of Hindi, science and arts teachers. The student appealed to the authority concerned to look into the matter at the earliest.
Sing adagi oja home science ki oja hindi ki oja primary teacher ki oja class water supply adagi social science ki oja sing aching ba school sida water leiba mayam si oji school mention binana ba amadi school sida leiba oja ku tha leiga da jatra hum de takna school sida rang taw sida ngam jabana maram orga atubam matamda school si rang taw ngam da ba makta mari ko sarkar ni matamda school oja sing asi wat ba mai leiba mayam sing mention binana ba media ki thong da je.
Speaking on behalf of the parents and guardians, a person said they sent their children to the school considering that the hardship of the families will be eased as it is government institute and thinking that the students will get free education, uniform, etc. but to no avail. The classes have been halted for 2 years owing to COVID-19 pandemic. The school has been running by only 4 science graduate teachers, 2 arts graduate teachers, 1 Hindi graduate teacher, 8 primary level teachers and 1 grade 4 employee. Besides, the school has no clerical staff and the only Hindi graduate teacher has not come back after being sent for training 2 years ago. Moreover, the school faces other problems including water and electricity problems, among others. He appealed to the Education Minister and other authorities concerned to pay an inspection visit to the school and address its problems.
Hujik leiba ko school gi condition se wajada angang gai je school ngan na chuti thare ji kari gino na ko ni sum hangjaba thijaba sum angang logo lakpa sida school gi waja leitabana maram oiraga patam jana class awu ngam daba adu chuti ngan na thabane haidana apirei ado hujik leiba school gi waja gi steng je sumna gi waja 13 khaktani hai adu leiba hujik school gi class ti class 1 dagi na 10 bauni hai high school jida hujik thami beje government gi oina adu hujik ji class 1 dagi na 10 baw hai jidi waja ji kuthani phu leiraga chana ga daba situation ji oibani na waja 13 khakang head master yauraga 13 khakang oiba school ji leiba phibam ji hana leiramba phibam dagi hujik ne hana khoi phagalakadra na khoi di mayamna thajabagi mawong ama adubu hujik leiba sarkar sina tor kani habidi khoi thajabadi khoi garjala mo oina adubu hujik leiba condition ji dadi khoi angang manggadra habagi khoi chimnaba leire mafam sida.
A team of Kakting Police Commando arrested one active cadre of proscribed outfit Prepak Pro at Koirak this morning around 6:15 a.m. According to police reports, a team of Kakting Police Commando under the supervision of Superintendent of Police of Kakting, Srevans, conducted a search operation at Koirak Tomal Makong near MS Toibisana service station. During the operation, the team arrested the cadre, namely Nemnil Hing Haukip alias Kim alias Jena 34, wife of Wohengbam Sarat Kumar alias Sopaiba 39 of Wabagai Hianglam Awang Laikai. Upon investigation, she revealed that she and her husband are active cadres of the band outfit Prepak Pro. She joined the organization in the year of 2004. A case has been registered at Kakting Police Station for further legal action. International Peace and Social Advancement IPSA has contended that making Hindi compulsory till class 10 and the imposition of Hindi on non-Hindi speaking states is attempt to assimilate the minority communities and to translate RSS, Akhand Bharat or Akhand Hindustan slogan for a unified Indian subcontinent into reality. IPR Secretary of IPSA, T.K. Maitai, in a press release said if the attempt of the Indian government becomes successful, the age-old Maitai loan of the forefathers and the languages of different indigenous communities of the state will become extinct. The press release further contended that although the Department of Language Planning and Implementation was established on September 4, 2013, no substantial step has been taken up to protect the indigenous language of the state. The desire of the people of the state to protect and preserve all the indigenous languages of Manipur, including Meiteilon or Kanglailon, Thado, Kuki, Tangkhul, Rongwei, Vaifai, Jo, Ma, Kom, Mizo, Paite, Mao, Liangmei, Gangte, Pongwei, Maring, Simte, Anal, Maraman Zeme, the press release added. A marketing company called Yungi Patok was launched today at Hotel Imphal at North AOC. It is a branch of Right to Choice Sales Corporation at Kakting Kuno. Co-founder cum Managing Director of Right to Choice Sales Corporation, Rameshwar Mayang and Associate Professor of Manipur University, Dr. Chinglen Maisnam, attended the launching program. Speaking on the occasion, Singlen said it is crucial to consult experts before starting any endeavor. One must work hard sincerely to achieve success. Using state-made products will promote a sense of patriotism among the people of the state, Chinglen asserted.
E-commerce policy Amazon Flipkart Moji hujik local gi yang yang sesu apa kan itu yang sesu kontak kan itu aku ni sibuk posi lak besi sesu moji hujik dia coba pressure lak pergi yang tu polisi juga sih yang kita tuan ini anyway mata so ko kun thamsi atau lastly aina thamsi besi thabak si tangan apa orang mentang yang nanyum sumna kalau mangja semu an bagi kalau wasemu mangja semu ngasi wariba ko ngasi mani se jo tam pe kolong tam gi ni se ko sumai lo se ado marhan ni sipati ai to ni ani pursi yang mandaga yang mangitele.
Kangpokpi Town Committee, Kangpokpi Women Welfare Organization and Kangpokpi Youth Union in coordination with Sardar Hills Autonomous District Council, Kangpokpi jointly organized a Kangpokpi Town public meeting yesterday. The meeting was chaired by Chairman of Kangpokpi Town Committee, Angam Livon, caretaker Chairman of ADC Sardar Hills, Haukulal Hang Singh. During the meeting, they discussed increasing and rampant use, sale and supply of contraband drugs, which becomes a threat to the younger generation of the town in particular and the nation as a whole. Different issues like drugs, water shortage, sanitation problems and air pollution among others were also discussed. In connection with the Asian Highway bypass of Kangpokpi Town, the meeting unanimously resolved to fight in favor of the proposed Asian Highway bypass of the town on the western flank of the town and request the NHIDCL to continue the construction work of the bypass road of Kangpokpi Town as proposed by the people of Kangpokpi Town at the earliest in the public interest. MLA of Murang Assembly Constituency, Thongam Shanti has inaugurated Kifa Garden at Kangpokpi yesterday. Speaking on the occasion, Shanti said the newly opened garden, especially the ecotourism component of the garden, will attract tourists. The viewpoint of Loktak makes it more convenient for the tourist. Hence, MLA Shanti sought people's support for the development of the garden.
Garden sigi sabsaba season na nabagi maru ro kaya kara khaido ka thamaudragadi garden sina akhoi gi samaja afaba porbe mo da hela amang ore bisya garden sida sangbagi niti niyom se am strictly thamaudragadi masina mang na bes ore bisya mandi nawi lam jaga sida yam ari banga hajik sa kan ladani guli sari ba number 4 ka bisya Nupi basa nipa basa singa phal basi degi laiba serin je ang phangna laiba why kani gino du serin madu ita di garden de subodu bala imi andro serin pure la agadi mase norok ko gi garden hoy joye.
Proprietor of Kifa Garden, M. Shyam, said the garden was established with the vision to promote tourism in Moirang constituency. The garden also has the facility of night stay, he said.
How's towning mati am lay towning mati am say got five say maru na money depend taw ne na sa sida depend taw ga ko na taw kada taw ma tane na adu matung in na ko na matam di pam ba sing di mata na ko ni sing adu no sanction.
The garden has a conference hall, swimming pool, lake view tower and playground for children. MLA of Moirang AC Thongam Santi, SDPO of Moirang L. Shanti Kumar and President of NPP Moirang Block PH Megha attended the inaugural function. Now let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Nahak, pukning wakhali anaba laibra. Drug addiction amadi mental disorder treatment gidamak adom karigidwari. Manipurda, ihan hanba oina Rehabilitation Treatment Center. Inkhalak liba naha singkita oiba experienced leraba doctors amadi clinical psychologists singna lying jari. Experts singna counseling piba 24/7 CCTV camera da monitor toduna kupna senaba morning yoga, healthy diets, weekly health checkup, intensive daily routine. Awaba kaya daging ngakthoknaba leijore Yaipokpa Rehabilitation and Child Care Center Kwakathel Akham Laikai Adongi Mathau Tarabadi Makhada Pijoriba contact number asida pau phobiro.
Welcome back. The Supreme Court on Wednesday posted to May 5 for the final hearing of a batch of petitions challenging the constitutional validity of the offence of sedition under Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code. A bench of Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana, Justices Suryakant and Hima Kohli granted time till this week's end to the centre to file its response on the pleas after Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing for the centre, sought 2 days to file a reply. The bench posting the matter for final hearing on May 5 also made it clear that no adjournment would be granted in the case. During the hearing, Solicitor General Mehta submitted that the central government's affidavit is ready. However, some time is required to make some changes and can be filed within 2 days. While pointing out that sedition law was used against freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi and Bal Gangadhar Tilak, the Apex Court had asked Attorney General K.K. Venugopal why it can't be repealed. Stung by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's put down on live telecast yesterday over states not cutting taxes to bring down petrol and diesel prices, opposition chief ministers are pushing back using sharp words in an escalating row with the centre. Flagging higher fuel prices in many opposition-ruled states during a meeting on COVID, Prime Minister Modi called it injustice and urged chief ministers to reduce VAT value-added tax on petrol and diesel to help the common man. He said many states had not agreed to the centre's call for reducing VAT after his government slashed excise duties in November. Meanwhile, Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao today said that Prime Minister should feel ashamed to ask states to cut taxes, asserting that there had been no hike in fuel tax since 2015 in his state. On the other hand, Mamata Banerjee claimed that there was no scope for the chief ministers to speak at a meeting, so they could not encounter the Prime Minister. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray also said that state governments could not be held responsible for the spike in fuel prices. Union Minister Hardip Puri, weighing in on the centre versus states fight, tweeted this morning that petrol would be cheaper if opposition states reduced taxes on fuel instead of liquor. India reported a total of 3,303 new COVID-19 cases with 39 deaths in the last 24 hours. This took the total number of infections to over 4.30 crore and the active cases increased to 16,980 according to the Union Health Ministry. The country also reported 5.23 lakh COVID-related fatalities. The active cases comprise 0.04% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded as 98.74%, the ministry said. Meanwhile, with 2,563 patients having recovered in the last 24 hours and the cumulative tally of recovered patients surged to 4.25 crore. India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has also exceeded 188.40 crore across the country. On the other hand, COVID-19 vaccination for the age group 12 to 14 years, which started on 16 March, has crossed more than 2.78 crore. Polish and Bulgarian leaders accuse Moscow of using natural gas to blackmail their countries after Russia's state-controlled energy company stopped supplying them with gas. European Union leaders echoed those commands and were holding an emergency meeting on the Russian move. The gas cut-off to Poland and Bulgaria came after Russian President Vladimir Putin said that unfriendly countries would need to start paying for gas in rubles, Russia's currency, which Bulgaria and Poland refused to do. Russian energy giant Gazprom said in a statement that it had not received any payments from Poland and Bulgaria since April 1 and was suspending their deliveries starting Wednesday. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said the announcement by Gazprom is yet another attempt by Russia to use gas as an instrument of blackmail. Russia, however, rejected the idea that it was using blackmail while warning it may halt gas supplies to other European customers if they also refuse to switch to paying in rubles. Now, before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top stories once again. Efforts on to remove Assam completely from Northeast states, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Blood samples of 5 accused of baby Sana death case, biological parents of deceased collected for further investigation. And Imphal West police arrest man who tried to break open ATM near Langsing Bazaar. And that brings us to the end of today's English News Bulletin. Keep watching Mami TV for latest news updates. Thanks for watching.